Welcome back to Tianjin, China. We're at the Metropolitan Polo Club for the final of the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup. I'm Tori Dorsey with Adam Bucher. We're at fieldside for what is an enthralling final match between England and the defending champion and home team, Hong Kong, China. At the moment, England leading this final 6-3. I think the one thing that's very noticeable, the leader, really the leader of the Hong Kong China team, Guillermo Terrera, being absolutely taken out of play by Jack Richardson from England.
Yeah, no, the defence of England across the board, Tory, is unbelievable. They're playing a very, very good game, and they've got the Hong Kong China team on the ropes at the moment. They really do. And but we saw this in the previous game that Chile had Brazil down by 3 goals, and then Brazil came back very strong in the 4th Chukka. And they put 3 quick goals on, but
6 minutes remaining.
6 minutes remaining as Jack Richardson on a little chestnut horse called Matilda. And he goes, can he put it through? Big ride-off required. Lovely little approach shot, but the pressure, very good pressure there from Guillermo Terrera. Ball still stays in play, which isn't ideal for the Hong Kong China team, but it's still there for England. And the attacking team push it out over the board, so out over the back line. So it'll be a hit into Hong Kong China.
Max Charlton coming in and just checking for Facundo Fernandez Llorente.
Let's have a look here and see. Now, if Guillermo gets caught here, this could be big trouble for Hong Kong China. Oh,
and a foul.
And he's broken his stick, and the whistle has gone. So he just the action was correct, but the execution was poor by Jack. So Jack just had to stay straight here, and Guillermo Terrera couldn't help but collide with him there. And,
he's using his mallet.
But he broke the mallet in the process, so the head's broken off the mallet, and Jack's going to get a new mallet while the umpires work out how to get pick the mallet head up with the polo cross racket. For all of you avid polo fans that don't know a lot about polo cross, it's a bit like lacrosse, and you play it on a horse, but you pick the ball up with the racket, just like those that the umpires have in their hand there now. But that's a different game again. We'll watch that another day. Today we have the final of the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup, and we are in the final chukka, or the final quarter of the match. The match being made of 4 chukkas and 6 minutes each, and we're in the last chukka right now, and it is Hong Kong China, the host nation, defending champions, down by 3, but on the attack, and the highest rated player, Guillermo Terrera, in a lot of trouble there because he is being swarmed by English players. Now, Facundo Llorente comes up with the ball. Big hook there by England, and the whistle has gone, and I think they might say that was a slash hook, or not a real safe way to play at the ball. You see Max Charlton here just come around. You watch here, bang. And
yeah, I do believe he has been charged for slashing.
So that's in that close proximity. We've already got one player, the number 2 for England, with a black eye, and can probably barely see out of that eye.
Max Rutledge with 2 missing teeth.
And Max Rutledge for England with 2 missing teeth and a hole in his tongue. So it'll be now John Fisher for Hong Kong China to try and reduce this deficit to 2 goals. He hits that one sweetly, and it's a goal to Hong Kong China. And the local crowd here are very excited. There's a couple of Australian expats there in the crowd. And Jack Richardson
to bring this in for England.
So 6 goals to 4 now. England on the attack. And look at that. See, they don't wait and play with that ball. They just launch it and get it up into that top half. Unfortunate bounce there for Rutledge now. But it'll be Facundo Llorente sliding his pony to a stop, getting hooked out of it by Charlton, who nearly got the ball. And again, whistle's gone again.
Some of which are their own teammates.
I think they're saying that Max, again, being a little bit vigorous with the hooking.
Right, it looks like Jack Richardson also asking his teammate to...
We'll just have a look at it here in the slow-mo. So he's hooked on the way up. And Jack, Oh no, it wasn't a savage hook. I think it was more that he was hooked on the way up and then ridden it off the ball. But we'll.
So referee Steve Evans having a word with Guillermo Terrera and is Max Charlton.
Yeah, no.
But I think Steve Evans just trying to calm play down.
Diffuse the situation, I think, is the word. I think so. It'll be England here to will get the penalty. It'll be against Facundo Llorente. So they're saying that he crossed that line that Max Charlton was on, and the umpires probably just had a quick word to Max Charlton saying, yes, we saw that you were on the line. There was no need for you to probably ride in as hard into that line. That's what I think they were complaining about. But anyway, it's now Jack Richardson, the number 2 for England, with the ball, going solo, trying to walk it in, hooked out of it, but it looks like it could roll over. No, it's been kept out of the goal mouth, and now Max Rutledge with a back shot down the board, across the back line. It's still in the field of play, and it's now Terrera appealing for the foul and getting it. Whistle has gone.
Whistle went, but the ball was also hit outside of the back line there.
So that's Jack Richardson doing everything he can to try and get that through. Very unlucky not to get it through. And Facundo Llorente just got enough on that to keep it out of harm's way. And then you'll see the Rutledge goes for it, doesn't quite get it, but it's now Hong Kong China on the attack, but a defensive play across the field gets the ball back to Hong Kong China, and now it'll be near side required, but Max Charlton turns the ball. John Fisher backs it down, looking to try and get it to Guillermo Terrera, the number 1. Jack Richardson, lovely back shot across the field of play. Now looking for Max Rutledge to run onto that one. Max Rutledge now with the green helmet, keeps the ball in front of him, but he can't see it. Now John Fisher comes around the front and appeals for the line. And it'll be very difficult here for me to see whether Fisher actually...
It did look like John Fisher had that on his
stick
side.
Rutledge just looking for the ball there. You see? Tough call. And the umpires, ladies and gentlemen, don't have the benefit of the replay that we have. So they've just got to make a call on what they see. That's the referee and the third man who's up in the stands from Argentina, Nikos Cortacini. And he said that, yes, it'll be against John Fisher for coming around the front. So I think I might have called it.
Not going, no home field advantage here.
No.
It's very transparent.
Jack Richardson on a little chestnut horse bred by Peter Bonetto from New South Wales, Australia.
We're at the halfway mark of this 4th Chukka. England still with a
Jack Richardson,
2-goal.
what an approach shot. That is fantastic. It could go all the way here for England. John Fisher's going to have to do something to keep that out of the goal. And now Guillermo Terrera has turned onto the back shot there of John Fisher's, and he keeps the ball out in front of Max Charlton. But first one back there is Jack Richardson. Jack Richardson straight down the boards. He's hit it straight to the stick side now of Max Rutledge, who's still got to get past Fisher to get through to the goal mouth now. He takes his time and looks up, takes the man with him, has a quick play across the goal mouth, but it has gone a little bit too far. Now it'll be Richardson, takes the man, hits the ball back cleanly. First one onto it is Terrera, and he has got Hong Kong China out of trouble for the meantime. Now he's bringing it just shy of halfway. Needs to get it over that advantage line and get down near into his strike zone, and because the defence of this English team is torrid at the moment. Lovely approach shot now for Terrera, but it will go wide to the right.
Max Charlton not leaving his man, staying just on the side of Guillermo Terrera, keeping him close to the boards, not giving him any space to work with.
Well, he's creating problems for Terrera, and he's creating pressure, which makes it more difficult for Terrera to weave his magic when he's constantly under pressure. So Terrera now running down the line to try and get the quick play there off Richardson, but he couldn't get there in time. And now a lovely big shot up, Jack Richardson up the field, and Facundo Llorente puts his stick up, appeals for the foul, plays the back shot, but it comes off the rump of Rutledge's horse, and now it'll be England through Max Charlton. going for the big neck shot and doesn't quite get it. But Torreira now comes up with the ball, coming through the traffic now. Torreira trying to get past the big black horse of Max Rutledge's and can't. And the size difference on those ponies is very, very acute. And now Facundo Llorente leaves it behind for Torreira, who then just keeps the ball as it's under the horse of Max Charlton. Now he weaves it in around behind Charlton, and again playing this possessional play and just trying to get himself within striking distance of that goal. Now he's going to have to ride hard, and he could get ridden off this line by Charlton if he's not careful. So he's going to have to bring it around and leave it for Facundo Llorente to walk, push it through himself. Facundo Llorente does so. And Hong Kong China now within one with 30 seconds left on the clock. Will we be going into an extra sudden death, Chukka? The hooter has gone.
The clock continues to run.
And if you were the English now with a set play off the back line, you would not be rushing the clock at all. So, Jack Richardson hits it. Probably the best play, I think, to hit it clear and try and get himself up over that advantage line. But it's now Hong Kong China with Guillermo Torreira. This is not going to help them. And at the end of the game, it is a victory to England. England have won it, Tory. 6-5, no extra time.
Hong Kong China did well to release Facundo Fernandez Llorente for that last goal. Again, all the attention on Torreira, but in the end, just not enough time.
Well, that was probably the best game plan for Hong Kong China, to say, well, they're all going to come to me, so I'm going to just have to absorb that and let you try and score some goals. But it was not enough today for the defending champions and the new champions of the Fortune Heights Snow Polo World Cup for 2014 is England.
The English team, Max Rutledge, Jack Richardson, Max Charlton, youth over experience on this occasion.
Certainly that. And but these boys have been playing the high goal in England for a long time, so they've got a lot of experience too.
We'll take a short break and return to the Metropolitan Polo Club in Tianjin.
Very, very well done.